this is Ryan Hoff with your AIC Legislative Minute for Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2025, brought to you by Financial Solutions Group. This week, the Indiana General Assembly took significant action on several bills of high importance for counties as they approached the mid-session deadlines. The most impactful of that action was in the Senate Tax and Fiscal Committee, where Senate Bill 1 was amended to sizably reduce the fiscal impact to local governments, including counties. The rollback of taxes and capped growth of the original version of the bill was replaced with 3 years of very limited MLGQ growth of 0% in 2026, 1% in 2027, and 2% in 2028, and a new version of the max levy growth quotient calculation beginning in 2029. Also, the bill now includes increased thresholds for the over 65 and disabled veteran benefits, a lower farmland AV calculation, a first-time home buyer tax credit, and a revamped referenda process. All told, the fiscal impact to local government is dramatically reduced from the $1.1 billion in the first year of the introduced version. Now the impact is mainly lost growth opportunities from the capped max levy growth quotient calculation, but now sits at about $240 million, with most of that being lost growth rather than actual dollar losses from current budget levels. We thank the Senate Tax and Fiscal Committee for their hard work on this bill. When coupled with the important property tax relief provided in previous sessions, this is certainly a more balanced approach. The bill now moves to the full Senate for potential amendments and approval next week. If you would like to see how your county would be impacted by the amended Senate Bill 1, please find the unit by unit impact, which is linked on the Advocacy tab of the AIC homepage. Senate Bill 443, which reduced business personal property tax, was also amended to greatly reduce its impact to local government. The original version would have eliminated the 30% business personal property tax floor with a tax credit and doubled the small filer exemption to $160,000. The bill was amended to remove the 30% floor reduction and only increase the small filer exemption to $100,000, which of course carries a much smaller fiscal impact to counties. Keep in mind that just as the Senate had a different approach to tax relief than the governor had proposed, the House of Representatives will also have their own ideas. We certainly believe this will be an ongoing discussion right to the end of session, but it is clear that your input to legislators has helped to highlight that county government services are needed and must be funded appropriately. Thank you for your continued support and involvement on these important funding bills. The House version of the state budget is also due out today, with a committee hearing on it next Monday, which is the final day for committee consideration prior to the midway deadlines. We will be looking for full funding of the Health First Indiana public health funding, as well as increases to the Department of Corrections reimbursement rates to counties for housing level 6 felons. Don't forget that all bills must be voted out of their house of origin by Thursday the 20th to continue consideration in the opposite chamber. Following the halfway point, we expect the legislature to take a much needed breather and continue committee work on March 3rd. Keep an eye out for AIC mid-session roundup during the break in legislative action so that we can discuss all the bills that have passed and some that failed to pass during the first half of session. Have a great weekend. This has been your AIC Legislative Minute brought to you by Financial Solutions Group.